Netherlands, and I have just touched down in Barcelona in Spain, and I'm starving. I'm ready for a great meal, and of course this meal is going to be paella because I'm obsessed with paella. Now, it's a slight lie because I haven't cooked it in a while, but if I am in a place where there's paella being cooked, I'm going to be the first one lining up to get some. So now on my virtual travels to Spain, no one's going to be cooking this for me, so I have taken over my mum's kitchen because she's got a great gas stove and we need one of those for paella. We could also make a fire in the backyard, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to be cooking paella a banda. We are also going to be checking out the music of Tarquim, and Paul, who is the main composer and performer of Tarquim, has shared with me this recipe. So watch this space. We are about to get cooking. So according to the recipe, we need to make a stock. A fish stock. Now, I've done this a couple of times, not a lot of times before, but I thought I would be authentic to the recipe. Okay, so I've got some fresh Queensland prawns, and what I'm going to be doing is taking the head off and using those alongside a snapper frame for my fish stock, and also some vegetables.
Hi.
Hi, Mum. So we put Mum to work with the dirty stuff. She's taking the heads off the prawns. We're keeping the tails for our paella. We've also got some vegetables, including some onions, garlic. This is all for the stock. Some leek, some carrots. Leo loves these things, don't you, Leo? And some tomatoes. We're meant to get sweet peppers, but whoops, we got a green capsicum. And some parsley. Self-filming your own cooking show. It's hilarious. Cooking with gas. So we're just going to add some water to this, and we're going to cook this for 50 minutes. So my keen cooking skills and probably like interest in food really came from growing up with my mum and my dad, and my mum's amazing cooking skills. So Mum, what are your keen cutting skill tips?
Keep your fingers away from the knife.
Very sage advice. I'm going to crush some garlic. I have Mum's mortar and pestle here. So here we go. This was a job that Mum used to always give us when we were kids, we being my sister and I, to chop the garlic and pop it in the mortar and pestle, and I hated it. It's not a job I have fond memories of. It seems to take hours. So let's see how we go. Just put a little bit of salt there to create some resistance. And this is already taking so long. Why do I have to crush it, Mum?
Crush it, Francesca. We're there.
There are some things that I would rather that someone else do, and that's beans with. So I'm just going to make rings. Test things up. And pop it in a bowl. In a bowl that I know is prepared. It's not your kitchen, you can't find the things that you need. Ah. Looks like a Picasso. Is he spent? Hey Mum, when do you know that the stock's ready?
Okay, we're not there yet. The stock turns like a milky color. It's extracted all the juice from the seafood.
And now it's time for a dance break.
Siempre irá contigo, contigo voy pa' la revolución.
Paul suggested that I don't use Calispara rice. He is very passionate about Valencian rice. We have Valencian rice. Smoked paprika, but I went to a couple of stores and couldn't find it, so I got some smoked, some sweet, smoked. So we're just gonna lift the lid on this treasure. It's a box of treasure. Ah, treasure, saffron treasure. There's our delicious spices ready to go. Okay, we're just gonna do a little taste test of the broth. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's so rich and delicious and good. Let's get this paella going. We've got our stock ready to go, and we're going to start off by frying the comfish. Yeah, it's nice and hot. Oh, it looks good, doesn't it? I'm going to put my rice in. Add the rice and maintain 10 minutes on a high heat. Okay, I'm just going to touch it because I've got the spoon. This looks good. So basically, my mum's the star of this show. So this is looking really great. We're going to turn this down into low, or not at all, and lay our lobster tails down, and then our prawns. Give him a little hug.
Me despido de ti, aunque te quiera, solo quedan los recuerdos, los momentos pasados.
So apparently this recipe is for 4 people. Yeah, right. My mum and I are going to devour this. I want to give it a little taste test. I know it's a bit early to be taste testing, but I can't help myself, as you all know. Oh. That's amazing. The smokiness of the paprika and the richness from the stock. I'm so glad we made the stock.
Like that's just so different to make your own stock. Oh, that is really, really, really good.
To be honest, I thought this was going to be a really hard dish to cook. And I've made paella many times before, and that was my memory of it. It was just really arduous and there's lots of things involved. But this recipe, this paella abanda, is so simple to do. The fish stock was way easier than I thought it would be. And it was all in one pot, and then we just drained it and used that stock. And truly, this dish is a showstopper.
Amazing. This is good.
Muy bueno. Thank you so much for this amazing recipe, pal. I will be cooking this one for years to come.
Te quiero decir que no es lo mismo sin ti y que te voy a extrañar. Contigo aprendí que el amor que te di, esto sí era amar. Yo creo que te vi, ay me confundí, me volvió a pasar. Por eso te canto este somontuno de corazón.